The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 142. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you are listening to it. We really do appreciate it. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting to the right of me tonight is the Trailmaster of Puppets himself, Oogie.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Jess is working tonight. Mm-hmm. She's got the evening shift. I think she's working 2 jobs these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but we do talk fairly often.
Every day.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
The three of us chat. She just couldn't make it tonight, but she will be here, and that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tonight's show is sponsored by you guys, the listeners, you folks out there on Patreon. You're helping making the show go. If you'd like to be part of the cool club, you can go to leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the Patreon link, and we make it super simple for you. If this is your first time listening, welcome. You'll find the water to be warm. We are a very honest podcast here. Love Disneyland and love talking about the good, the bad, and everything in between. Love giving our thoughts on stuff. Don't really pull any punches here, and that's kind of what I like in the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are returning listeners, welcome home. Yeah, if you want to get jump on your holiday shopping, you can go get some T-shirts on TeePublic and find something for you. I need to actually order a couple because I need to get some to one of our previous interview folks. We had Nicholas on a couple of shows ago. Gonna send him something. So I'm doing that. And congratulations, Nicholas. He's working at Universal in Hollywood now.
Good.
Yes, he's. I think he's doing show design or something, or he's engineering. So I'm stoked.
Congrats, man.
And I mean, it's not secret information because he posts it, but I think he's going to be working on the Nintendo world out there, which is great for him, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I don't suppose. I definitely know that. Yeah. So what else? Tonight's show is a little bit different. We don't have a feature presentation. We're just going to go over some news items because some big things dropped in the last week or so. We are still working on an interview at some point. Okay, so we got that coming down the pipe. There are some new books coming out that I'm probably going to end up getting, and one is there's a new version of the Disneyland Hotel book. So we're going to have Dom. I'm going to get Dom Ballard, the author.
Yeah, we got to get him back on.
Yeah, phenomenal guest. Super cool guy, so have him back on the show. Okay, so tonight we had an opening question from, was Efren that presented it? And his question was, would we rename any attraction? So that is a question I had never thought, I've never even thought about that. What would I name? Oh, yeah, you know what? There's one right off the top of my head, and I'm pissed off that they didn't do it. And that is at DCA, that Pixar, that Inside Out, that emotional whirlwind. They call it the emotional whirlwind, but why not call it the mood swings?
Yeah, way better.
I mean, seriously, I go, well, that's a natural name. Inside Out mood swings, because that's all we're talking about. Anyways, but on a serious note, actually, that's a serious thing. I gotta think about other names I just don't like. Incredicoaster, do you like that name?
I'm meh about it.
Yeah.
Not enough for me to go like, yeah, we got to change it.
No.
I can't think of one, to be real. Because if I don't like the attraction, I think like get rid of it. So there isn't one that I like. I'm like, hey, it would be better if it was named X. You know?
Yeah, X. Space Mountain is pretty much golden. Not going to change that. Outer Space Mountain.
Mansion, Haunted Mansion. I mean, you think of all you go attraction by attraction. You think about the name, and you go like, that apropos. You know?
Yeah.
Thunder Mountain,
Splash Mountain. We were naming that anyways.
Well, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think they're going to call that? By the way, this is a little side topic. You think Bayou's going to be in the name? I think Bayou might be in the name.
Tiana's Bayou, or
Wait a minute. Is it actually about her, or is it about someone else in the? Yeah, we don't know what the story is.
Yeah.
So it could be Tiana's Bayou
Wild Ride.
Wild Ride. Yeah. Princess and the Frog. Backwater Bayou or something like that. I don't know. I'm just coming up with stuff. So I don't know. I think it would have to be one of the dark rides in Fantasyland. That's sort of sounding like that's what you would rename, but Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Nothing seems
out of place.
Yeah, it seemed it seemed like it would be strange to do that. What is there?
I'm going land by land in my head right now.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. That seems right to me. We Splash Mountain's going to get renamed. Jungle Cruise. No. Indiana Jones. Well, no. Let me think. Mark Twain Riverboat. Columbia Sailing Ship. Those are all.
Tomorrowland might be the only area where maybe.
Ooh, Autopia, right? Yes, I just thought about Autopia.
But I don't know if if I have a name to replace it with though.
The Tomorrowland Motorway, Tomorrowland Speedway,
the Road of Tomorrow,
the Road Tomorrow,
Tomorrowland Roadway.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Roadway.
How about Autorama or something like that? No. Okay.
No. I think you have to encompass like the whole green and blah blah blah. Even though I had a conversation this weekend about how a lot of people don't realize that lithium batteries are extremely bad for the environment, and they don't even get it. But hey.
Oh, I get it.
No, I know, but a lot of people don't.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a conversation I had on a golf cart.
Oh.
It's funny.
On a lithium-powered golf cart? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Well, I saw Tesla was having some new battery they're coming up with. Who knows? Anyways, we're digressing.
Do you know Tesla drivers are the new Prius drivers? Just so you know.
Oh.
I had a long road trip in. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You don't like Tesla drivers?
No.
Oh.
They're a bunch of a-holes.
Shoot.
Again, another topic of discussion.
Yeah. I was thinking about maybe in a few years getting one of those.
Oh, no. You already drive a Prius, so you're covered. You're grandfathered in.
I'm grandfathered in? Okay. What was I going to say? We don't know, Efren, the answer to your question because we don't have like a real one, but I think we're leaning into something with Autopia and renaming that something. Well, I mean, the submarine voyage, I think that whole thing needs to get rethemed to something else, but that's not what you asked. I think it'd be Autopia, and I think it'd be like Tomorrow's Road, Tomorrowland Racers, Tomorrowland, something like that. Yeah.
It would have to be in that ballpark.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
There's nothing else. I mean, I can change Matterhorn. Big Thunder these are all iconic things to say. Wait a minute. Smuggler's Run? Do you think you could change that?
Okay, no.
Okay.
I thought about it.
Oh, did you? Okay. Okay. Shoot. Okay, well, that's a very good question. You actually have a stump deference, so there's no right or wrong answer. Why don't you message us with something you have for that? Because I would like to know. In fact, Smuggler's Run is actually my splash screen here on my iPad. Such a beautiful area. That was one of the things that Wendy had just said was like how just you don't have to be a fan of Star Wars to appreciate what they've done. Like she goes, she could not get over the rock work, and she goes, we have to come back here at night. I go, yes, we do. And God, I still have not been able to get into Ogas, and I do. It's on my list. It's on my list. Okay, so that is our opening section here. Just our quick question, and we're going to get into the news because again tonight we don't really have a major feature presentation. We don't have any interviews lined up, but we still wanted to get something out for you guys because it's important. So, with that being said, let's get over to the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Okay, so we have our first item in the news. Okay, so we have a lot of things to cover in this news. It's a mixture of good stuff and questionable stuff. I mean, stuff for open for discussion, and that's kind of what we like to do on the show is just break down some stuff. So here we go. So it's going to be not all bad in a row, not all good in a row. We kind of do highs and lows, and it's up to you to decide what's high and low. But first item is Disney Genie Plus list has been revealed. Last week, Walt Disney World announced that the new Disney Genie service will debut in Florida resort starting Tuesday. That was yesterday, October 19th.
As we're recording it.
Yes. While the company has announced when the service will roll out at Disneyland Resort, we know which attractions will be available via the Lightning Lane and which will be available via the Premium Individual Attraction Access Service. We will all know the details about what this thing is, and the Lightning Lane is a separate attraction entrance similar to the former Fast Pass entrance, which offers a shorter wait time. But we know this is going to backfire again.
Yep. Wait for it.
They say Disney Genie Plus is the next generation of the Max Pass service formerly offered at the Disneyland Resort. You can use the fee-based service to reserve a time to ride your selected attraction. You can hold one attraction reservation at a time throughout the day and make a new reservation once you've used or canceled the previous one. Most of the attractions that were previously available through MaxPass can be reserved through Disney Genie. So we were talking about this in the pre-show. This is, again, not the same thing as MaxPass because, again, you could reserve, let's say, Big Thunder at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then let's say you did it at 8:15. Then you didn't have to wait until 10 o'clock to order another Fast Pass, right? You had to wait like an hour or half an hour or something.
It was like an hour, maybe two.
Yeah, but so you can only hold one at a time on this Genie Plus, and I think you can only do one attraction a day. So you can't go, oh, we're going to do Big Thunder at 10 in the morning, do some other stuff, then come back and reserve Big Thunder again. They're not letting you do that. So that's interesting. It's not my cup of tea. It doesn't sound like it's as flexible as MaxPass.
No, I mean, I did hear though that a lot of them got sold out quickly, which was kind of interesting to me.
You said, dude, it's something new.
No, I know, but
right?
It is also Florida,
yes.
And we all recognize the big difference between Disneyland and Disney World.
Yeah.
Different animal all together. I mean, I think I said it before, I could see it working a little bit better over there because of so many things you got to cover over there if you want.
Yeah.
So I can see it maybe working for a little bit or maybe being popular at the beginning. In Disneyland, you don't need that. We do not need it.
No.
At all.
No. At
all. So I'm looking at the list. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. So let's go through the list.
Yeah. Let's do this because it is an absolutely laughable list of attractions. Okay.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Okay. Autopia.
Which is now Tomorrowland Racers. Okay.
Tell me who's going to pay. Any amount of money. Autopia is not that packed.
This is included in the $20 per person. This isn't the lightning lane. This isn't the lightning lane thing.
Okay. Even though.
The lightning lane has 3 attractions. That's the extra $7 to $15 per day.
Okay.
So for $20 per day at Disneyland, you can purchase Disney Genie Plus for 1 day or 2, or for the entire visit. Okay. Wait a minute. Magic Key holders will also be able to add Disney Genie by the day at present. There's no option to add the service for the length of the pass or key. Okay, that's something different that Max Pass offered. And yes, I would pay the extra $120, whatever. Yes. Okay. So these are included. And you can only do 1 at a time, and you can only do 1 a day. Okay, so what is the list?
Autopia. No, lame. Big Thunder, really? I mean, I think the longest wait you get is an hour there. Buzz Lightyear, okay. I mean, again, an hour. I think the longest I've ever seen is 1:15 for Buzz. Ever. Haunted Mansion is always less than an hour. Indiana Jones, lately, an hour, maybe 15. Even on a busy day, an hour and 15.
The next 3 are heck to the nose.
Yeah. Small World, Matterhorn, heck no.
No.
And Smugglers, all quick loading, moving attractions.
Not everyone knows your Smugglers Run hack.
No. Nobody? A lot of people don't? Okay, well, I'm going to keep it. No.
Yeah.
Single rider hack, go do it. Again, Cartoon Spin.
What? Okay.
Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, and Star Tours round out the list. None of those. The only one that I think we've actively ever gotten a Fast Pass for would be Space. And maybe Indy?
Yep. Oh, I've had one for Big Thunder. I think we've had one for Big Thunder. Yes, we have. But definitely not Autopia. Definitely not Buzz Lightyear. Definitely not Haunted Mansion. Not It's a Small World. Heck no for Matterhorn. Yeah, Space Mountain we definitely have. Okay, so interestingly enough, Jungle Cruise and Pirates are not on the list. And I find that to be wonderful. Yeah. Two of the big heavy hitters, they're not there. Okay, so I'm not sold on this for $20 a day. Nope. What about DCA? What are you going on over there?
Goofy Sky School, Grizzly River Run, Guardians. Okay, Incredicoaster.
Okay.
Monsters Inc. Nah. Soarin'. Yeah, I've done it.
I have done it too.
Yeah.
Is it worth coming back on for Fast Pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Toy Story Midway Mania. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I actually enjoyed that ride. I have to eat crow on that. This is one of those. I did not think I was going to like it, but I did. I really did. So I'm looking at this. It makes sense for DCA. For me, it makes more sense. I should say, not in tower sense, but it's more believable because Guardians of the Galaxy is always a big wait. Incredicoaster is a big wait.
And Soarin'.
It's Toy Story Mania, but I don't know. I don't like the business model on this one. It doesn't seem right. If they said, "Hey, we're bringing Max Pass back for $20," I'd be fine. And
yeah, I'd be in.
The other shoe for this is that it gives you like a custom itinerary that based upon your whatever input you think I don't know how it's going to track that. Let's say, okay, Mark, you like pretzels, you like corn dogs, you like adventure rides. Okay, you should do this and this. And again, we mentioned before that you and I don't need
it.
assistance at Disneyland. I know some people do. Oh, what, I mean, they just don't know. Like, oh, this thing shut down, or what is this land? I get it. But for us and most of our listeners, it's like you guys and girls are pretty dang smart out there, and you get your wits about you for Disneyland. You don't need someone telling you should go here or there or whatever. Okay, so the next thing about this is the individual attraction selections. Disney says pricing for these attractions will vary based by date, attraction, and park, but hasn't given examples for the Disneyland Resort. However, Disney did release some prices for Walt Disney World attractions, running from $7 to $15 per person per attraction. So so we just gonna go a little bit further in the news today because there's some stuff that already came out about this. But at the Disneyland Resort, Disney Genie Plus is a same-day service, meaning you can only begin to make attraction selections after you have entered the theme park. There is no need to plan your trip 30 or 60 days in advance. The same holds true for individual attraction selections, which can only be purchased on the day of your visit. Those who choose not to purchase either Disney Genie Plus or individual attraction selections can continue to wait in regular standby. Well, I would hope so.
I know, right?
During their visit, or join the virtual queue for those attractions that offer it. So the one thing I do like about this is that they're not letting people do stuff 30 days in advance.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I hope they would do that for Disney World, but I don't know how it works out there. I heard that's just a kind of a crapshoot, whatever you get out there.
Mm-hmm.
But $7 to $15 a person.
No.
No. No for Web Slingers. No for Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance. No for Radiator Springs Racers.
We have. I mean, we have the hack for Radiator.
Yes.
I have the hack already for Smugglers. We know a lot of these things already. So yeah, like you were saying, people like you and me, there are a lot of us out there.
There are.
We don't need it.
No.
At all. And then any advantages we had with Max Pass are like now, what are we doing? We don't need it. Now this we don't need.
No.
At all.
Nope.
And honestly, I think with the ticket pricing, we're going to rehash it. They're asking for a lot, and they're not going to get it. I don't think they're going to get it. Well, we're going to kind of talk about that, right?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
So I guess you heard our thoughts about. I guess you can understand our thoughts about that. Next news item is called Key It Off. Disneyland has been in the news this past week as Magic Key holders vent their frustration over not being able to obtain the theme park reservations they crave heading into the holiday season. The Magic Key is Disney's replacement for the long-running annual passport program, with 4 different keys offering varying levels of theme park access, ranging from $400 to $1,400 a year. There is one major difference with the new program. Visitors must make reservations in advance of their visit, which is subject to availability.
Yep, and there it is.
And it's the availability or the lack thereof which has some key holders upset.
Yeah.
At press time, this is yesterday, there were no Friday, Saturday, or Sunday reservations available for Magic Key holders to visit Disneyland through the end of 2021.
Insane.
Yeah, and that's unacceptable. Disney opens reservations about 90 days in advance, and the first available Saturday reservation is on January 8th, 2022.
Well, here is the only pass that I give them. That if the demand is that high, as in more than what they had, because remember, that kind of thing happened, or could have happened under the old AP.
Yes.
It hardly ever happened. It never happened to me.
No.
But it felt like the availability of that was much more open.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how much is affected by, one, capacity. What are they allowed to? I still haven't heard if they're allowed full capacity. I don't think so. We're in California, and we all know the... I'm going to stop right there. Deep breath.
Tonight's news is brought to you by In-N-Out Burger.
Go In-N-Out. Go enjoy In-N-Out. I have one around the corner. Go.
Yes.
We need to support people like that. Anyway. But that also coupled with, are there people really wanting to get back in the park? And yeah, we know that.
Yes.
So that may be what is going on. I don't think so. Personally, I think that Disney said we're going to go here, and they dropped the volume of the key holder because they want a full ticket rider coming in. They want them to come in. No discounted key holder rate or anything.
Yep.
They want the guy or the family, the people coming in that are paying full boat. So you reduce the number of key holder availability, and then that basically then throws it back on the key holder. Mm-hmm. Do you really want to go on that weekend? Okay. You're going to have to pay for it, which is crap.
No, I wouldn't.
It's garbage.
No.
So, sadly, we talked about it before. We talked about it often about when we get to a point where we can reopen, what are they going to do to recuperate money?
Yeah.
What are they going to do to try to clean up that massive puddle and pool, oceanside red of red? Mm-hmm. You know, ocean size red. Mm-hmm. And I think this is one of the manifestations right here. One of them. Out of a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to see multiple, I think, things happening that are we're going to probably then trying to cut a corner here or do something kind of warp it and tweak it to get more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think when we had the Flex Pass, remember that kind of was the only game in town that had reservations. So we weren't really competing because you had the other levels of the annual passes that were wide open, except for the days that were blacked out. Now blacked out days aren't the same thing as reservation days.
No.
Yeah.
We had a blackout day where you couldn't get a reservation.
Yes.
Then you had reservation days, and you had good to go days.
Yes.
The good to go days were days you just could walk in.
Like a Wednesday or something. Yeah. And it was such a cool concept, and it was so easy to work with. So now, I just kind of wanted to explain it to people that may not understand how it all works. But there's 4 levels. The dream, the enchant, the believe, and what's that one called? Dream, believe, enchant, magic. No, not magic. What anyways, there's 4 of them, right? This tells you how much I pay attention to the names. But let's say there's 1,000 tickets for any certain day. The high end pass, I think that's the dream key. Mm-hmm. That would probably get like 400 available open spots, and then it goes 300, 200, and 100. Does that equal? That equals 1,000, right? Yeah, 300, 407. Yeah, it does. So that's probably how that goes. Mm-hmm. But then you have the regular people. Then you have people who don't have the magic keys who just want to go, and those aren't even black. Those aren't even.
They don't have blackouts.
They have no blackouts, and they can get tickets. Mm-hmm. So that tells you that they have X amount of tickets that they want to. So what are you paying for Magic Key?
Yeah.
The ability to do what?
Mm-hmm. No. I mean, you think about it. The benefit is a discounted price when you get to go in.
When you get to go in. So you go, oh yeah, but Mark, look, if you get the Magic Key, you can get 10% off of food and merchandise. Well, you know what? My Chase Disney debit card allows me to get $10 off of purchases that are over $50 and $10 off of purchase of food at the park. And so I was like, what do I need that for? I mean, I'm not trying to be sour grapes about it because I want to have one again. I just don't think it's the best deal for me at this point.
No, and that is the one thing that I'm finding. I think, and again, we're not going to sit here and say, well, we told you so, because we don't do that. But
no,
because we can look at the trends that we've been doing. We've been in Disney for the entirety of our lives. I mean, we're doing a podcast now in year 6. We pay attention to what's going on, so we could tell that once this got unveiled, we're like, there are going to be issues here,
right? And
you don't need to be a "I told you so" kind of person to look at it and go like, okay, these are going to have problems. I mean, that is why we are adamant as we are about the Genie Plus. We know that is a crap show
Yes.
in a handbag, you
Yeah.
know, trying to, you know, put any kind of acronym or any kind of euphemism or whatever, because we can tell.
Yeah.
So the key system is them trying to spruce up a watered-down offering. They are. Repackage, rename it. What is it called? Shrinkflation? You've heard of that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think we're kind of in this weird realm of shrinkflation at Disney. Which, again, recognizing the year and a half of absolute baloney sausage we've been through,
Yep.
we knew we could tell it was going to come.
Right.
So, yeah. For all of you who have a magic tea, hey, if you are happy, then I am happier than a pig in mud for you.
And, you know, it might make sense for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, believe me, if I lived like in Valencia or something, like an hour away from the park, it might be a different story for me. I'd be like, yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna suck it up and go. And yeah, and you know, I'm not gonna lie about it. When these were announced, we were all excited about it. Like, this is cool. This is great. This is great. I'm glad we got something back. But for me, this ain't it yet. So
I think, you know, okay, sorry to interject, but
no, it's okay.
I think all of us, we all kind of went like, you think of everybody that we know that had a previous AP,
Yeah.
there's only one person that I know that has it.
Let me see. Oh, I'm Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
You, me, Jess, 13. I don't think Joey has one. I know Christy doesn't have one. Christy had one for her and her daughter and her son.
Joey doesn't have one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I would have thought Joey got
No,
one.
and then you think of people who had them, and that we know. Eric is the only one.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, and I'm happy for Eric. He's already been in the park and he's having a good old time. And great for him. We're trying to get him on here to talk about everything, and that's one of the interviews we're
He's
working
very
on.
elusive, it seems.
Yeah, well, he's a busy guy too. We all are. But that being said, is like we all kind of knew, like, okay, we need to hold. And I've had conversations with different people and again, all 8 were all AP holders at one point, and we all kind of have the same kind of thought process of like, okay, we see the offering, and we all kind of went, not quite there.
No.
Yeah.
So that leads me to the question I was going to ask you. What tweaks do they have to make in order for you to get one?
Price is not going to drop. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I'm happy and I'm proud to say that I can afford an upper one.
The $1,400 one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I could swing that if I want to. I'm not going to.
No. Not with those fancy rims you have in your car.
Dude, I love my car. Anyway.
Okay.
But I want them to, one, go back to the format they had before because it was better when they had we had the Flex Pass. That format worked. It is definitely a thing of if it ain't broke, and it wasn't broke. In fact, it was a fine oiled machine.
But remember, Woody, this 18 months allowed Disney to focus on the things that are important to their guests.
And think too much. Yeah, the money. So all I want would be them to recognize that a lot of people aren't cash cows right now.
Right.
Okay? That they cannot water down this. A lot of people are going to see right through it.
Yeah.
So what they need to do is regain pre-COVID. What I would have enjoyed, and I think I brought it before, I want them to pick up exactly where they left off. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe give me a 2 to 5% increase in price bump. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it. No problem.
Yeah.
Take it. Enjoy it.
Was ours was sub $600, right? There's flirting with 600.
$575.
Yeah.
$595.
Yeah.
$580.
Something around that, yeah. So in order for you to get back on, do you want them to kind of bring it back to where it was? So that, in other words, get rid of the reservation system.
No.
Open it up more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open more and then offer more reservations.
So every pass was on a reservation system or just the one that you wanted?
Everyone was.
No, that's no. So
No, not the high end one.
No, what I'm saying is, if there's 4 Magic Keys right now, do you want them to take out the reservation system or have one that has reservations and the rest wide open?
No.
Okay.
No, but clearly they're at a point where they're drastically reduce the number of available reservations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that would have to change for me. The rest of the stuff, I got the email during the summer about what I'd like to see, and I was just like, God, they have some really, really cool ideas if they could put them into real life. Getting, having the ability to get tickets for your friends at a discounted price. To getting first crack at the those events. What do they call them?
After dark.
Yeah, the after dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those kind of things. Whatever. There's so many cool things that they had available so maybe they could do that. So that would be something I would want them to do. But yeah, people are upset. And the Magic Key that I was interested in getting, I think it was $600. The whole December was blacked out anyways. So it wasn't something that I was interested in getting because I was thinking, well, maybe I'll go sometime.
Maybe I may be going with my whole family in December.
Oh, nice. Good. That'd be great. Great for you guys. Okay. Next news item is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance individual lightning lanes sold out before 10 a.m. at Disney's Hollywood Studios. For the second day in a row, individual lightning lane access has sold out for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance in Disney's Hollywood Studios. I just said that. By 10:30 a.m., the individual lightning lane was listed as not currently offered. And the popular Star Wars Galaxy's Edge ride, the posted wait time was 110 minutes. So that's not a problem, really, for me.
No.
I would not mind waiting 110 minutes for that.
Again, I think right here, what we are running across will be the bevy of people who haven't got on it yet. And we had the year of the COVID, even though Walt Disney World opened and has been open for much longer, I still feel like there are a lot of people who haven't had the opportunity.
Oh, there's tons.
Yeah. If we did not have the year of the COVID and closure, I don't think this would be going on at all. I think your wait time would be 80, 90.
Yeah.
You'd be done.
Yeah. And again, we've said this before, but I guess it bears repeating. Walt Disney World, it's a completely different animal than what we were dealing with here. I mean, that is a worldwide destination, and that's and it's built for that. It's built to accommodate a lot of people with a lot of different tastes, and it just Disneyland. It's just not that, and you can try to make it sound like it is, but it isn't. So that's what I would expect at Disney World, and I just don't think this is going to fly too well out here at Disneyland. We'll see.
I agree.
No, I mean, if I'm with a group, I can be talked into doing stuff, but this, I'd be like, you know what? You guys spend your $15. I'll go somewhere else and hang out and see you guys a little bit later. Okay. Next item. This goes under the good category, I guess. Fantasyland Theater signed under refurbishment at Disneyland Resort. Looks like the sign for the Fantasyland Theater is getting an update because it has a scrim on it. It's covered by a scrim. Yeah, I don't know what. I guess are we doing some repainting out over there? I don't know what they're doing with that theater. I thought that thing maybe. I don't know. I think maybe that space could have been used for something else at some point, but who knows? Anyways, I thought it's interesting that they're doing that. We'll see. Whenever I'm reminded of that Fantasyland Theater, it reminds me of our Fantasyland food guide where there's that little, I think it's the Troubadour Tavern over there or something, that little side restaurant that had those baked potatoes. And none of us had those. We're like, oh, we need to go get those. And that thing has not been open since it's, because we were over there looking at it, like, oh, this is where the baked potatoes are. But I knew it wasn't open. So I wish they would open that. I want to try that. Okay. Next news item. I thought this was kind of cool. Zombie Captain America from Marvel's What If, now appearing at Disney California Adventure for Oogie Boogie Bash. The zombie version of Captain America's from Marvel's What If is now appearing there, as I just mentioned. During last night's event, he appeared both at a distant meet and greet location on the ground as well as on the balcony level of the Avengers headquarters. I love that, dude. I think that's so creepy and cool that they have that character out there. Makes you want to go check it out. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the last news item for tonight, and this is something that it bothered me a little bit, maybe a lot. I just don't know what the weight of it is yet, but the title is The Systematic Destruction of Walt Disney Imagineering. Current Imagineers state morale has never been lower as Lake Nona move draws closer. So Lake Nona is in Florida, and WI is moving stuff out of Glendale, California, and relocating out there. And it sounds like I'm just going to read a little bit of the article for you, so I don't want to be making stuff up. Here and there, you've probably noticed a social media post from a current or former Disney Imagineer about the upcoming move of most employees in the division from Glendale, California to Lake Nona, Florida. As the move draws closer, we are beginning to find out who will or won't make the move to Central Florida. Just the other day, we found out that Kevin Lively, who just recently completed stellar updates of the Jungle Cruise attraction at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, will not be staying on through the relocation. For some, the decision has already been made, and they won't be heading southeast. For others, a yes to the move was given in hopes that the Lake Nona relocation will fail to materialize, or at least fail to materialize quickly, leaving them a few more months, maybe even years of employment at WI before they pack a bag. Morale at Walt Disney Imagineering is understandably at an all-time low. How could it not be after the COVID-19 furloughs, which were followed by layoffs, forced retirements, and now this move to Lake Nona? Things are bad enough that Imagineers who have been with the company 30 years or longer often warn younger employees that they shouldn't trust the management in regards to this Florida campus project and beyond. There's some speculation about upper management having little respect for the leadership at Imagineering. That's not shocking. That's not unique to WI. When the president of WI announced it to his team, he said that the entire campus, that they looked distraught, and the perception of the peers was that they took the decision from the company very personally.
How could you not?
How could you not?
I've been there before, by the way. I'll tell you my personal experience with having a company pull up stakes and move.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So it's looking like people had 90 days to decide if they were going to move or not. I don't know if people had relocation packages, offering them the move, or I have no idea. Oh, wait a minute, I'm just reading it right now. Administrators and assistants were not even offered relocation packages. They were instead told they could relocate themselves and reapply for the position after doing so. What?
Wow.
Some staff was told that if they said no to the move, they can change their minds in the future, while others were told the exact opposite. In the end, it is clear each day to the public what the Lake Nona move is, and Imagineers have known it since day one. It is not truly a relocation. It is a downsizing, cost-cutting measure. The pandemic has offered Disney CEO Bob Chapek and his associates an opportunity to make the company as lean as possible.
I disagree with that, but you can continue.
Every Imagineer interviewed specifically brought up the last-minute elimination of entertainment and walk-around audio animatronics characters for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and many brought up their projects that they worked on which they had been drastically slashed over the past 6 years. Given these circumstances, none of them are shocked as to what's happening to their departments now. So I'm going to stop reading right there, because the rest of it, the author... I did not write this, of course. The author's kind of going into his own opinion about stuff, and I'm not going to read an editorial. Yeah. Okay, so There's a lot to unpack here. So I wonder what this does. Let's go to the thing that you talked about first, and that was, or actually what resonates with me is that you don't think this is a downsizing cutting measure.
Kind of, but not really. I don't think that is the main drive.
Okay, what do you think is behind this?
Cost-cutting measure, yes. In the realm that it's California. California is the most unfriendly state for you to run a business, period.
Yeah.
All the regulating and the red tape you have to deal with to run a business of any level in the state is out of control. So there's part of that. You have the ongoing, hate to even call it that because whatever, pandemic, and the unwillingness of our government here in the state to let that go. Our governor will not let go of that. He refuses to let go of that because of control and power. I'm not going to go into a governmental thing because that is not what we talk about here. But then you go to Florida. The polar opposite of what we have in California.
Right.
So their chance for growth and cheaper costs, both are infinitely better. If I am in charge, I'm looking at the same freaking thing. We already have landed in Florida. We already know it's going to be cheaper to do that. We can probably move who we want to move. Yeah, there are definitely people in Imagineering that are fat, that are part of the fat.
Well, sure.
Every company has one.
Yeah,
has them.
yeah.
I know I've got a layer of management in my company. I'm like, why are you here? I like you. You're a hella cool guy, but you do nothing. Like, I hop over you all the time to get what I need. But anyway, my point is that there are going to be people that are going to get rid of. So, yeah, it is a twofold thing. Chapek is a cheapskate. We know this. So, yeah, in his mind, he's like, oh, yeah, we can use this. But I think it has more to do with the overall cost of what it is to be in California. You relocate, centralize everything in Florida, bigger space, everything cheaper cost, cheaper running, blah, blah, blah. The whole thing is less expensive. So, yes, cost cutting, but I don't think it's cost cutting for the sake of just cost cutting. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So, I think it has a ton of what to do with where it is. California, we're losing people.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. If you think it's only because Bob Chapek is cheap, then you're missing like 75% of the picture.
Right. I mean, and this isn't. I know you wanted to go off a jag on California, but this is an issue that's been plaguing us for a while. Now. I mean, you've got, like I said, we mentioned Tesla earlier. They're moving out of California, their headquarters at least. HP did the same thing. A lot of other companies now. I mean, it isn't that moving the headquarters out, but the main thing behind the WI, it's I mean, in some areas it might make sense for them to have a bigger contingency out there in Florida, but I mean, they still need to have a support team out here. So I don't think it's entirely out. I mean, the article may be a little misleading, but I do know that Universal, Cedar Fair are gonna suddenly get a wealth of talent, and they're gonna be thankful for that. And Disney's gonna lose out in this again. So I don't disagree with you about the reason is probably behind the labor laws here or the tax issues going on in California. It's just not a business-friendly state. But I don't know about them treating people like how this article said. I don't know.
I feel like that. I don't know if I lend that much credence to that. Like, clearly, there are going to be some people very, very, very upset, and rightly so. Like I said, I've been there, but I don't know. I don't know how much. I have a hard time thinking that they're that cruel. But I try to think better of most people. Yeah,
I do too.
Try. Fail often. But yeah, because usually they prove me to be right.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. So we're going to keep an eye on that to see how that impacts what they roll out, you know, I mean, I'm not sure how much it's going to impact really. I just know that it just seems kind of strange right now that this is what's going on, and I like to hope that people are getting some relocation packages and assistance out there because, you know, Disney, whenever they cry poor, I'm not buying it. They've got money, and they can get money whenever they want. So yeah, so that actually is the news, and that's kind of what we had planned for this afternoon, evening for you guys. But the randomizer does make an appearance tonight.
How random.
Yeah. So, and usually, well, this one's an interesting one. They all are. So we're going to keep a ride, we're going to remove a ride, and we are going to enhance a ride. These are all at Disneyland right now. First item is Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. Next attraction is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. The third one is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. We get to keep one as it is. We get to remove one as...
Got him.
Oogie?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Winnie the Pooh. Bye-bye.
It's gone. Okay.
Gone. Mr. Toad. Keep. As is.
Okay.
As is. Don't do a thing.
Yeah, we have the same one. Okay.
And then go submarine. I want a more realistic submarine voyage. No little Nemos, no little Dories, no, like, get me back to what it was prior, an underwater adventure.
Would you want to see some, like, tires down there, some junk cars and trash and stuff like that?
Yeah, totally.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some straws or some plastic bags?
No, we don't have those in California.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, but more of a, you know, more back, because growing up, it was an adventure. It wasn't like, we're going to go find Nemo. No, it was like an adventure of like an underwater shark and the octopus and the mermaids and all that. Like
possible peril. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Remember the whole thing was shade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
Yep. I 100% agree with Udi on this. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh could be gone by the wayside. Don't need it. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, leave that thing as it is, and let's get the Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage into something that's its own IP, its own individual story, and actually not tied to an IP. Just hey, we're gonna go undersea into liquid space, as they used to call it. Yeah. Okay, that actually was an easy one. All right. So this may be on the record, maybe one of the shortest episodes we've done. Only 50 minutes or so.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I know. Usually Udi's talking for 50 minutes about something.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have... I got nothing. Oh, I can attack a rumor mill.
Oh, yes. Let's do a rumor mill.
Rumor mill. Okay, well...
LTP rumors.
Well, no. Well, okay. So everybody, if you're paying attention... Disney went through this week, last week, and pushed back every movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every movie. Every Marvel movie has been pushed back a month here, maybe 2 there, except for Eternals, which I think is coming out in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Is that, you want to see that?
I am. Somebody, probably going with somebody. Anyway. Then, the one that came out as a very what's going on there? Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah.
That got pushed out over a year.
Did it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who's directing that?
Mangold.
Okay.
So the rumor is, here we go. You ready for it? All rumor. Okay, everything rumor.
Let me guess.
We don't go into rumor often, but this one was kind of fun.
I don't know. What could it be?
Okay. The rumor... Well, okay. If you've been following, there has been problems on the set and production as it is.
Okay.
Of Indiana Jones 5. Harrison Ford got hurt.
Again? Okay.
And, well, a while back, I don't think he's fully recovered yet. It was more severe than they had thought.
Okay.
The rumor has it that, and if this comes out to be true, as far as the story goes, I'll I'll try not to react violently. That's how bad.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something good.
No. So now there has been a lot of people in the production, like actual people working the movie,
Yes.
who have begun to start leaking things
Okay.
about what the script is, what they're doing. And they think that there has been already enough, like, overwhelming, like, oh, F no, from people like you and me, that Disney's not like, oh, hold on. Hold the boat, because now we know what and so let me bring it all the way home. Let me bring it home.
Yeah.
What it is, the fun rumor is that Kathleen Kennedy was set to get her contract re-upped this month. It's at the end of this month.
Okay.
So the rumor is that contract is negotiated and awaiting final approval from Chapek. But because of the crap show that has been going on with Indy 5, it kind of went like, maybe not.
Oh.
So that is a fun rumor mill. That unfortunately, because of how much of a mess that production is, and she's directly involved with that, that is her one thing, the only thing she's been working on.
I thought she was doing something with Star Wars.
No.
She's not doing that.
No.
That thing with the.
Oh, maybe that one thing, the Acolyte.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. By the way, okay. Go ahead.
So now the fun rumor is that
Yeah.
because of all this, they're kind of like, we're probably not going to renew you now. So we'll find out.
Okay.
We'll find out shortly, like in a few weeks, if it comes out.
You said you were going to react violently.
Oh, no, if they do with what they were talking about doing with Indy.
Oh, what's that?
Kill him.
Oh.
And then not only kill him, but then basically erase him and replace him with, ready?
Will Smith.
No.
Let me guess. It's got to be
No, you're right. A woman.
okay, a woman.
Phoebe Waller.
Who?
Phoebe Waller.
I don't know who that person is.
Yeah, not anybody I really care for.
Is that bad or
Yeah,
good?
horrible.
Why?
No, literally going to go back and erase Indiana Jones.
Well, they could have a woman like like Laura Croft was cool.
No. But again, the rumor, it's all rumor. She's going to literally go back. It is a time traveling story.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And will literally go back and erase Indy. So Raiders never happened. Temple of Doom never happened. Last Crusade never happened. She winds up taking his place. So all
the Crystal Skull never happened?
Yeah.
That actually could never happen.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that is a rumor mill. Again,
That sounds
rumor,
absolutely
rumor.
ridiculous.
But yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, a little fun.
Yeah,
I
that's kinda
like
fun.
indulging in those every once in a while because you're like, wouldn't that be funny?
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the movie news. I saw that Danny DeVito joined the cast of Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be. It's. So I don't know. We know nothing about this, right?
No.
It's not gonna be. It's probably gonna be a comedy, right?
I would hope.
That guy. Who else is in it?
I don't know. I haven't even looked.
Okay. That's why I just.
I haven't gone deep into that one yet.
Okay. I heard everything was okay with Scarlett Johansson now. She's back.
I haven't heard.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really care.
I don't. Yeah, I know nothing about any of this stuff.
To me, it's rich people fighting over money that I don't have,
or
my money.
So, hey, listeners, we usually talk about the park. We're trying to fill in some space here because I know we want to give you as much as content as we can. But I saw the trailer for Hawkeye on Disney Plus. I thought it looked pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, do we know when it's going to take place?
November. Oh, in the timeline?
Yeah.
No, I haven't looked.
Okay. So, is there anything? Is that? I guess I'm chance to ask you about Marvel. Is that pretty much after the last one, which was the Avengers Endgame, right?
Yeah, everything is post Endgame now. Everything.
Okay, everything's post Endgame. So, but are there any bad guys around? Who are these guys fighting? Okay.
Don't know yet.
And the new Spider-Man,
Uh-huh.
is that, so this is after Endgame. So, okay. I guess I'm just going to have to watch it because I'm confused.
The only thing that we're hinting at now, it is going to be multiverse. Okay?
What does that mean?
That there are multiple universes. If you watch What If, hence we're talking about the zombie
Yeah.
from What If, if you watch the entirety of the What If season, the way it ends, freaking good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Some people didn't like it. I think my critique of people who didn't like it, like, well, then open up your mind, because you're maybe too locked into your perception of the universe. Mm-hmm. It's directly challenging that. So yeah, go watch What If. It was fun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the way it ends is like, so I think there may be clues in what's going to go with the universe from here forward with What If.
Okay, right on. Gotcha. Okay, so that's going to be episode number 142 of Leaving Today podcast. Episode 143 is coming up next, and hopefully we have an interview. Mm-hmm. We can talk to some people, and hopefully Jess is with us next time to cause some trouble. Mm-hmm. I think between now and no, she'll be going to the parks. I know she's going to the parks November. Okay. I did actually post some questions. You know what? I won't do that on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so she'll be there in November. So anyways, that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you so much for listening. Maybe we helped you out on your commute somewhere, or just maybe your morning walk or evening walk or whatever. So the gist of it is, yeah, Udi and I will be getting the magic keys whenever they change up a little bit of the variables. Mm-hmm. Let's get through 2021 first, and maybe look at 2022 with a new perspective of differences, because I think things are going to be changing for the better.
I would hope
in 2022.
I would hope.
Yeah, we gotta get through the next couple months. Yeah,
because what is that? There's this one saying that says, "Above all, even with everything, we still hope." I gotta find that. It's a really good one.
Okay. It's not abandon all hope, all ye who enter here. Okay. All right. So if you want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com. You can check us out on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. And then we have a link tree on there that has everything you can do. Patreon. You can do a T-shirt. And, yeah, reach out that way. And there's going to be another link on there soon on Linktree. I'll let you guys know that we're working on some other stuff. And hopefully we can debut that soon. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm going to read the quote now. Udi says, "And sometimes against all odds, against all logic, we still hope." Mm-hmm. We do. Yeah, you have to. You got to keep going for that. Udi, where can people find you?
You can find me on my other show, The Mando Show. We are currently going over Star Wars Visions. We will be recording our review of the last 3. Then you can find me here on socials here. And you can find me on my personal, Hacks Goalie Instagram. Basically is all I really do anymore. Again, because as a whole, social media is the bane of existence. It is HAXGOALIE, and if you want to, DM me there. I respond to all.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Again, thank you so much for supporting the show, listeners out there, and for taking time to listen to us and interact with us. We hope to do more of that with you in the near future. Okay. Until then, we love you, adventurers out there, and we'll see you in the parks.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom, and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
So here, I'm going to tell
figure-
Mark. I'm going to tell Mark the plan here.
Oh, there's a plan.
Yeah.
Wait, which plan?
The one, because you're going to be on live.
My body's just stiff. Think of a banana.
Does it help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Always does. Every time. Don't ask me why. Why are you throwing up? You trying to eat all your food before your sister does? Now you can eat that.
Gouda.
Well, hello.
Gouda. Come get your Gouda. We'll give it a bit.
Yeah, Give it a second.
Okay. Woo! Good?
Thank you.
You're welcome. No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
But you make me hot. It's so close, I can feel it.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.